Ethan, please hand out the first award of today. So it looks like it's most likely to succeed, parentheses, forever. Is that right?
Yeah.
What the heck does that mean?
Okay, so when we were thinking of superlatives, I went back to my yearbook and tried to figure out which ones actually apply. And so one of them was
Okay.
most likely to succeed, which is a great yearbook superlative. And I think the winner for us, and we have to put it in that parentheses of forever for the reason I'm going to explain, is Costco, right? I think when you look
Mm-hmm.
back at 2024, there
Mm.
was the solidification of a pattern that we were really impressed by and in some ways kind of blown away by. And I think it's kind of like hail to the king moment for us. Because when you think
Mm-hmm.
about Costco, not only do they have consistent visit growth, not only do they see that over time, we know that they're able to drive kind of large baskets. We know that they've proven capable of adapting kind of no matter what the situation is. So people are making more visits, fewer visits per individual, more people coming. They kind of succeed no matter what. But I think the big thing that we saw this year that kind of put it over the top is like, hey, this is the retailer that we were kind of most impressed by, is this shift of millennials and younger audiences coming into the Costco mix. So we think about like migration patterns, people moving into the suburbs. That clearly, that audience shift created an opportunity. But what was fascinating is in a lot of cases, we saw retailers move along with their audiences or audiences move and then kind of seek out the closest comp to the retailers they had been going to in more urban environments. But with Costco, everyone just flocks there because if you have space in your house, if you are pursuing value, if you're pursuing product quality, if you're pursuing experience, like Costco seems to check every box for every consumer group. And that's why this kind of succeed forever piece is so critical because they've
Mm.
essentially proven that they are not tied to a specific audience. They are going to continue to evolve and audiences are going to find them because what they bring to the table is so unique and powerful.
So Ethan, I got to ask you because
Yes.
and like we said, we're doing this on the spot, so I don't know what data you have at your fingertips or what data you've looked at in preparation for this, but are these patterns something you're seeing across the warehouse club industry? Like is BJ, Sam, are they seeing similar type movements across the generations? That's question number one. And then two, how does Sam's Club fit into this? Because I think the forever question or the forever parentheses is the one that I don't want to speak for Ann, but I might take umbrage with here because I think Sam's Club is kind of lurking in the shadows here, ready to pounce on Costco's opportunity or to kick Costco off the pedestal, so to speak. So those are my two questions.
Okay, so the answer is one, yes. All of the warehouse players are kind of that. Those membership clubs are seeing similar versions of success, but I don't think you can strip away the kind of longevity from the Costco piece. So Sam's Club had some ups and downs, obviously doing it tremendously well. BJ's was not doing as well pre-pandemic, saw this big surge because of the pandemic and kind of has ridden that wave. I think just the longevity of Costco bears kind of note. Also, there's an
Yeah.
element to Costco about the way they spread into new kind of verticals, new offerings that is super noteworthy. Like the idea
Mm-hmm.
that Costco has like you rent cars through them, you book travel, you get your kind of hearing aid checked. Like that is a level of trust in a brand that doesn't really make sense in the retail environment. And they're so good that it kind of sets them apart for me. Though certainly those other players are great. I will say that there were some other brands we were throwing around. We were having this conversation. So one was like Trader Joe's, I think, has done this brilliant job, and we see
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
fascinating metrics about Trader Joe's, including the
Yeah.
willingness to drive farther, to spend, to literally like go out of your way to make them a part of your grocery mix. Really impressed with Dollar General this year. I think when we've seen challenges in the
Huh.
value lane, Dollar General has been amongst the more resilient players within it. The kind of heavier investment in Top Shelf has been super impressive for us. Brands like Home Goods and like Lifetime on the fitness side also super impressive. But for us right now, we did a post earlier this year. We said if we had to do NFL comparisons for retailers, the Costco's the Chiefs. Like they have won a bunch of Super Bowls.
They're
They're
the
probably
power
heading to win a
ranking. They're
bunch
number
more.
one in the
Like
power
they're
ranking.
number one on the power rankings
Yeah.
right now.
All right.